Like, I always wanted a V12, and this is my first V12. So, and you know, guess what? It was there. But literally.
Whoa!
I waited till like 2:30 in the morning, and I was like, man, that kind of sucks. And then in the morning, I found out, yeah, it is stolen.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm here with my buddy Con.
How's it going, guys?
And he has a pretty interesting situation that happened to him with the Ferrari behind us. And I feel like it's something that could be shared to the world, could help some people.
It really could. I mean, it's an ongoing thing that's happening to a lot of people, like 10 to 20 people a day. It's a serious problem. I mean, I was a big victim of this thing, you know, so I learned a lot of lessons too. But it's a pretty big problem.
Yep.
I should say a lot of people, you know.
And some people have already made videos on this, so I'm sure you're familiar with what we're talking about. But before we get too far into it, I guess take a second, introduce yourself to the people, kind of give a background, what you do, and then your experience with like these kind of cars.
So my name is Con. What I do basically, I mean, anything automotive. I own a business.
We can call them a business.
Well, I deal drugs.
It's okay. We can tell people your secret.
I'm a professional massager.
Ooh, that's
Massage therapist for old men.
The Diddy Party massage therapist right here.
All right. Anyways, so anything automotive, the niche I stick to. I used to own a wrap shop, PPF shop, tint shop, but now what I do is distribute PPF and tint because I found a lot of success in the automotive shop industry. I want to help other shops become as profitable too. So currently the next project I'm working on is supplying PPF and tint to new shops and stuff, and small little things here and there as well. But that's kind of the bulk of it, you know, anything cars.
Mm-hmm. And then this is not your first exotic car, right?
No.
We can't all start with a 12 Superfast.
So two GTRs. It's not really an exotic car. I don't really consider it an exotic car, but that's the third, I guess, nice car. 570S, 570 GT, Huracan 720S, 6. So this is the seventh actually.
Dang.
This is the seventh supercar or hack or whatever you want to call it. And one of the most unfortunate things happened to this one, because this was always a dream, by the way. This was always a dream car. I posted about it 3 years ago, tell all my friends too. I always wanted a V12, and this is my first V12, so a lot of anticipation.
Yeah, and the transaction didn't go as smoothly as you would have hoped, so
No, sir.
I guess what kind of happened with that?
Yeah, so long story short, there's a big problem in the transportation industry right now with transporting cars. So the issue is with people brokering out loads, and they broker out these loads to people that they don't necessarily know and they don't necessarily trust. And sometimes they're just oftentimes cheap, but they are cheap for a reason, because they want to go ahead and just take these cars and sell them, and swap them, and things like that. So similar scam happened to me. It's called like the double brokering scam, central dispatch scam. You call it whatever you want, but that's what it is. That's what happened here. So how this works is someone will go and a broker will go and post a load, say, oh, I got a 2019 Ferrari 12 Superfast going from, say, Detroit, Michigan to Salt Lake City, Utah, for example. What will end up happening is people on Central Dispatch, they'll post the loads, they'll be like, oh, we'll accept this load, we'll do this load for this price, whatever. And some of those guys are bad guys, they're scammers. What they want to do is just pick up your car and just take it and not give it to the rightful owner, literally. Or what they'll do is they'll pretend like the drivers, and then they'll broker that load to another innocent driver, who will then pick up the car from Detroit, Michigan, and they will not bring it to Utah, but they'll take it to like someplace like LA, which is where I found this car, by the way. I found it in LA. So that's exactly what will happen, is they would just double broker it, and they would have an innocent driver do the work for them, and it'll pay them cash. Let's get away with it, pretty much.
And that guy doesn't even know what's going on.
No, the driver that actually took this car from the dealership I bought it from, he had no idea whatsoever. At the end of the day, I mean, me personally, in a very respectful manner, I want to say that there's a lot of negligence on their end too. I mean, because they knew it was going to come to Texas. So I'm like, why did you drop it off in California when you knew it was going to come to Texas? Negligence there. You never checked IDs. You never verified who it was. You delivered it in the middle of the night at 3 a.m., by the way. Important detail. you're meeting someone in the middle of a street at 3 a.m., can't really say that there's nothing that doesn't look fishy about that. Mm-hmm. So I think there's a lot of negligence there too. But yeah, no, that's pretty much a scam. And then what they do with these cars is sometimes they'll par out these cars. It's a little bit harder on a car like this because these parts can be tracked, and there's not a lot of 812s out there. Mm-hmm. VIN swapping is one of the most common ones, where they will just replace the VIN on this car, and then somebody out there will just register the car like it's theirs, and they'll drive it around like they'll claim it's theirs, but it's not. But I think that was a similar thing they were trying to do to this car.
Yeah, because we'll show you the inside whenever we get out on the road in this thing. They did take a couple things apart, but luckily enough, they just put them in the trunk.
Oh yeah, they were nice. They put the bolts together. That was the nicest thing too. Very professional, yeah. Very kind, very nice. They didn't. The bolts were not misplaced. All the parts were there in the car too. They put they sideswiped the car. It's not a big deal, right? I mean,
it's just a Ferrari.
Yeah, just a
Ferrari. They knew it was coming to a guy that sells PPF, so I mean,
they knew it was money.
Anyway.
They knew I was gonna fix it anyways. It's fine. It's just a Ferrari, so I guess so. My thing is, how the hell are you gonna be in the business of, stealing cars, selling them for like 1/3 the price, 1/4 of the price, but then damage your own merchandise? You quite literally damage the product you were gonna sell to someone else by sideswiping this, damaging the wheel, the lights are broken too, things like that. And yes, it's a stolen car, you drive around, with any regard whatsoever, but come on, it's a Ferrari. Like, that's a kind of a big deal. It's a $304,000 car. And I don't hate the people that did this, by the way. I get it, I understand, but it's just, from a business point of view too, this is money for them. Why did they damage their own product?
I guess they're too busy. They're going a million miles an hour trying to get this thing in and out. Some things may just slip through the cracks. Yeah. But I guess it's here now somehow. And I know some interesting stuff happened with that as well.
Yeah, so law enforcement, I gotta say, best help ever. Okay, I'm being sarcastic. No help whatsoever, because I tried everything in the book to get this car back, and the right way, yes. Well, I didn't even do anything wrong, to be honest, in recovering this car. Truth is, it seems like most of California, and even like right now with the fires that are going on at the time of this video, they have no manpower, period. Like, they have no help. Nobody wants to be a cop there. Nobody wants to be a firefighter there as well. That's another thing too, because it's so expensive to be there. So there's no manpower. Literally, when I went to the police station that was responsible for the area where this car was in, the lights were flickering like you were in the movies. I think I texted you that. I told it was like the lights are flickering. It looked like if I was in a movie or something, with how much of a ghost town those police stations look over there. It's beyond, like, it's crazy to me. But there's no manpower. I couldn't get somebody to just go knock on the door. Because believe it or not, we found the location of this car, and it was at some guy's house in a garage. 3 days later after it got stolen. But it took 3 weeks. Nobody went to the house. They went to the house. They're like, we don't see it. Can't really do anything about it. We don't want to get sued.
And you're not going to park your stolen Ferrari in the driveway of the house.
They're not going to leave it outside so somebody can just come get it. No, they hide it in a garage because they don't want anybody to know. Like, that's the whole point. The bad guys know it, but they just won't even go. I didn't say barge the door. Maybe we're wrong. I don't want you guys getting sued. Don't barge in the door. Don't mess up anybody's privacy. But just go knock on the door. Like, Texas, we're different. Something happens, somebody's gonna be at my door today asking questions. I don't know. California is so different.
Yeah, and I guess in the miracle that is just going and knocking on the door.
3 weeks later, I flew there. I took time out of the week to fly out there, and I drove around every neighborhood and stuff, and I saw all the places where the car was at, and I realized that, I think it might just be where I'm thinking, and I didn't see any clues whatsoever. I didn't really find, I couldn't really see beyond what we already knew. So it was like, all right, well, the only chance I have is just to talk to the cops here. So then I went there and I said, hey, look, I flew out here, spent thousands of dollars. I'm losing a lot of money by the day because I run a business, and I'm here at the chance that you guys can help me. So I don't have the recording or anything like that. I didn't record the officers while I'm talking to them because I don't want to be like that. But if you would have heard the things they told me, like, oh, well, they could have just taken the car away. The car could be transported somewhere else. It could be getting parted right. I'm like, if it's getting parted, shouldn't you be helping me with this car? Like, if they moved in the middle of the night, aren't you supposed to be helping me? I'm not asking you to stay outside the house 24/7. Nobody can do that, I get that. Unless I pay for private investigators, right? But, damn, knock on the door. And then they wouldn't. And then I was like, I came here for the chance that you guys would listen to me. So, some good police chief was like, I'm in the area, I'll go knock. And he knocked. Guess what? It was there. But he literally,
whoa, the tracker didn't lie.
Yeah, it's just all they had to do was just knock on the door. It's crazy how much time it took and how long it took and what little effort had to be put in to just recover this car. Now, in the 3 weeks that it took, they did a number on this car that could have been avoided. They had a lot of time to work on this car that they would not have if somebody had done their jobs. And unfortunately, the case is, I'm one of the lucky ones. There's another Urus that got stolen the same way as mine at the same time. They got theirs recovered too. There's an apartment complex somewhere. There's a G-Wagon as well. I don't know if they got it recovered or not. Just recently, right now from Houston, there was a black Aventador stolen. I don't know if that's the same group, but another black Aventador stolen. Same way, same exact way. And I mean, it's just, this is an ongoing problem. And I think they've gotten like some even more expensive cars, like an SV or a lot of Uruses.
Yeah, it seems to be a lot of SUVs.
Yeah, because they sell a lot, and then they ship them to like Africa, they sell them to, the Middle East, they go to Mexico, from Mexico they go to China sometimes. I mean, there's a lot there. So I'm learning all this because I'm a victim.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how big of a problem it is until I was a victim myself. So truly, like, it's a big problem. And honestly, I'm so paranoid at this point, I never want to ship my car. I'll just drive it, it doesn't matter.
We'll go fly out, drive it back, enjoy a couple days on the road with your new car, see the country, and not even have to worry.
Yeah, no, I thought it was going to be like a really great experience, getting up the first V12 and stuff, and this is my dream car for all, like, for anybody in the Houston car scene that knows me, they know, like, this is always my car. If anybody knows me on a small, like, personal level, they'll know that this is my dream car. But it turned into a nightmare very quickly. A lot of restless nights, a lot of stress and anxiety. Don't get me wrong, I suffer from that already, but now it's like 10 times worse.
Trust nobody.
Yeah, no, it's just paranoia at the, and then I don't know who these people are. The thing is, I truthfully don't hate these people either. I get, it's a street life, they do what they do, this is how they make money. I get it. I just didn't want to be a victim. But if they got robbed, they would do the same. They would try to get their stuff back, right? So, but I don't hate them. Like, I'm not pursuing them legally. I'm not trying to go after them, in any shady way whatsoever. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I don't care. I'm just happy I got my car.
Walk away, clean hands.
I'm just happy I got the car back. That's it. I don't care about anything else. Like a lot of people would go far, but I don't want to make I just don't see the benefit of me going as far as going after someone and stuff like that. I wish them the best too. I really truly do wish them the best. I hope they learn from this and they find a better hustle that makes them a lot of money, because there's a lot. What car is that?
That sounds like a McLaren.
That is a McLaren. It's a 570, I think.
Huh.
Yeah, he's burbling a lot.
I guess a message to everyone out there: enjoy your car. When we get the Aventador, we'll fly out there, drive it home. I don't care where it is. I don't know what I would do if that happened to me. I cannot imagine.
I called this guy. They made me wait. They said it's going to be here Saturday midnight. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm not going out with my buddies or nothing. I'll just fucking stay out here, by the warehouse, I'll just stay here on the road waiting for the car. I waited till like 2:30 in the morning. And I was like, man, that kind of sucks. And then in the morning I found out, it is stolen. So I put the word out. A lot of great help, by the way. A lot of people helped me out and stuff too to figure this thing out. So it's just, it was a team effort. It definitely was a team effort.
Yeah, shout out to everyone that helped get this car back. If we can help in any way, feel free to reach out. Hopefully this doesn't happen to you.
Hopefully.
If it does, hopefully we can get your cars back.
Yeah. So
thank you guys for watching. If you want to see any more of these kind of videos, let me know. This is fun to film. There's a lot of people that I'd love to sit down and talk with as well. But now, let's go hop in this thing and see what the V12 Ferrari feels like.
Let's do it.
That thing looks good. Let's hop on in. Oh, there goes the 570. We were right. Here we go. Inside the Ferrari.
Yep.
Missing a couple trims here and there. Nice little footboard. But
oh, show me your seat. That's
oh yeah, my seat. It's a little wobbly. So we'll be holding on to this bar here.
Yeah, I think the airbags are also here. I don't know if they go here or something, but oh, and also while they were taking all this stuff off, they also scratched scratched the windshield too. I mean, the windshield needs to replace all the parts and stuff too. The VIN is gone from the front, as you can see. Like that's what they were trying to do, is the VIN right there. So yeah, no, this is. But the car drives perfect, no issues. I mean, that's the best part.
I guess that's the most important part.
Yeah.
Most important part.
Oh hell yeah. Ops, turbos. I think they installed turbos for me.
That would be nice.
They're so nice. They left me with a treat.
There's a police.
They're very helpful. Well, maybe here. Maybe more helpful here than there.
So, you don't have an exhaust on this thing, right?
So the exhaust is on its way. The downpipes are on its way. So it's gonna be loud. Like it's gonna be really, really fucking loud. But as of right now, it's just a muffler. That's it.
It's okay.
We're talking a week here, maybe. Perfectly fine. It's just the wear and tear they put on the car. But yeah, brutal downshifts. Everything is there. Like there's no issues mechanically in the car. Plus Ferrari of Houston was great too. Like they did their service. They did the free oil change and stuff. Being part of the Ferrari club, you get all that. They changed all the other fluids too. Whatever all they did, but they did the service. You know. Oh, it drives so smooth.
Yeah. And once all the parts come in and everything, this whole thing will be put back together.
Yeah, another thing too, a lot of people have this negative impression of like the service at Ferrari and stuff, and being part of the Ferrari club and stuff. Like as you can see, I'm not your typical Ferrari guy, you know, but I'm more a McLaren guy, Lambo guy, you know, and I'm still a newcomer to this club, right? But they treat me still with respect and stuff. They treat me like family stuff too, and it's not like I'm, you know, buying a lot of stuff from them or anything like that. No, I mean they truly. It's just a bad stereotype, I guess, that, you know, or by a bad idea people have gotten. But yeah. I personally have never experienced anything like that, too. But could it be because I have an 812, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, I mean,
first Ferrari 812 Superfast is kind of crazy, not something that they typically get in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think someone needs to get you a Ferrari hat. That might be the best.
Jag, I don't know. I don't want to. I can't hold it. My bad.
Oh, you blew your load all over another pass.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I just have a hard time, like, being a McLaren guy or a Ferrari guy. You know, I like both equally, like, in their own ways. So at heart, you know, I still am a McLaren guy, too. Like, I'm not gonna just ditch Team McLaren. Yeah. I mean, you are a McLaren guy as well. You know, you love McLaren.
I have become quite the McLaren guy.
So, I'll probably do a pull here and race. No, I was saying, I know it's a ghetto 812. All the stuff is missing.
That could be your plate.
I have a new plate coming too. It's gonna be funny. Skibbity.
Skibbity, yeah. Yes. I cannot wait to see that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be too dang funny. Well, we're gonna head to Mexico real quick, so I'll pick you up in 2 seconds. It's right under the underpass. Yep. Mexico state line.
It's past this line right here.
Right there. That's
We're
the border.
At the border right now.
We're at the border. God damn! The seat not being bolted down doesn't help very much. right back in America. Oh my goodness. Man, full straight pipe, this thing's gonna be nasty.
Oh, yeah. Like, people from another zip code are gonna be able to hear this car. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna
can't
be
wait.
really, really loud. Jesus Christ. Not even I knew.
I don't know, man. I still think my baby's the Aventador, like his is the 812, and I would love to see them side by side someday. I think that's the goal.
I like the I like the Aventador too. I think they're louder and the higher pitch, but it's just money wise, you know, you don't want to go with anything lower than an SV or SVJ, in my opinion. So, but I don't have the kind of money right now to justify, you know, I'm still like, you know.
He's kind of broke, so he can only afford the 812, not the SV. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. This is the only thing my food stamps could get me, so it's just, that's...
Hey, I feel that, brother. Well, sweet, we made it back in one piece. I appreciate you sitting down talking with me. We'll see if the people like the video, and maybe we can do it again someday.
Sweet deal. Maybe on the next one, who knows?
Who knows? Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.